Have you ever experienced racing thoughts, especially at night as soon as your head hits the pillow? You can't turn it off, no matter how hard you try. Hi, I'm Shelley Bunn. In this episode of Ally Academy, I'm going to talk to you about how you can use journaling to calm anxious thoughts and feelings. Research shows that journaling decreases mental distress, even if done for only 15 minutes, 3 days a week. This decrease in mental distress can lead to physical health benefits as well. It can promote an overall sense of well-being and even decrease symptoms of depression. I mean, who doesn't get sad or anxious sometimes? I don't know about you, but when I used to think about journaling, I thought it would be cumbersome, time-consuming, and I don't have time to drone on about my day. Taking the time to write legible words, use correct grammar, and write in complete sentences. But hey, if that works for you, great. Keep it up. But the way I journal is by writing lists, columns of pros and cons, or words that describe the feelings I'm having. I use colored pens and sometimes even markers. If you're artsy, you can draw a picture of the feeling or thought. If the feeling word I'm writing about is particularly intense, such as paralyzed or helpless, I will go over it several times with my pen to make it big and bold. I also find myself circling or underlying feelings that are the most distressing. For example, let's say you're having a particularly busy day or week. You've been jumping from task to activity to task and feel like you aren't able to keep up with what's going on around you. You're burnt out at work. I mean, you haven't had any time to take care of yourself. You realize there's a bill you still have to pay, a kid's teacher or doctor you still have to call, or a school assignment you haven't started on. Maybe you even just got a text reminder today confirming plans you had forgotten about for this weekend. Wait, what? You were looking forward to relaxing this weekend? Not anymore. All of a sudden, anxiety kicks in. Your heart may start beating fast. You may feel shortness of breath or even have a stomach ache. Another feeling that comes to mind is overwhelmed. It's time to grab your journal and take a seat. I know I'm adding to the never-ending list of things you have to do, but this task is different. It will help you feel more relaxed, organized, and in control. I mean, where's my journal? I need that right now. I'd love to get all those racing thoughts out of my head and onto paper. Which reminds me, our bodies each have a unique reaction to anxiety. When you figure out what anxiety feels like in your body, you'll better know when it's time to grab your journal. Writing down those racing or anxious thoughts decreases their intensity simply because they're now separated from your mind and body. They're moved from the internal, where they're trapped and spinning out of control, to the external, where you can organize them, prioritize them, and understand them more clearly. You'll be able to look at what you've written down and become more aware of what the feeling is, where it comes from, and how it's affecting you. And as we gain awareness of the emotions we're experiencing, we will experience those emotions less intensely. Have you ever called a friend to talk about something bothering you in your life? I mean, I know I have. There's a freeing feeling that comes with that, am I right? It's like a weight lifted off your chest. Sometimes just by getting the thought or feeling out, I feel affirmed and validated. I hope after this video, you will consider taking a few minutes each week to journal about your feelings of anxiety, depression, and even sadness and anger. First, try it on a piece of paper, a scrap of paper, the back of an old magazine, or even on the back of that bill you haven't been able to pay. Keep it simple and do what feels right. Make it a habit, but don't put pressure on yourself. Nobody needs any extra pressure. After you try this a couple times, feel free to get creative and experiment with different mediums and formats. Recording a voice memo, writing a song, or painting a picture are all great alternatives. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to learn about journaling. I hope it will be something helpful you can use. Next time you're feeling anxious or experiencing a strong, unwanted emotion, remember to use journaling to take the intensity away from that emotion so you are back in control. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next one.